Welcome back, folks, to B Gum Gymnasium here on the campus of Salem Community High School for the championship game of the 68th annual Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament. My name is Bruce Dickey. You are watching on Wabash Catch TV. And here on Wabash Catch TV West, by all means, you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. And you can find out when we are showing this outstanding sports programming, as we've got games all this week. We'll be in Salem tomorrow night for the Wildcats boys versus the Columbia Eagles. Also be in North Clay tomorrow night. So for the North Clay girls, I think they're taking on, I want to say, you're going to have to look it up. I'm sorry. That's not the game I've got. I'll be here on Tuesday night, and I'll be here on Thursday night, as well as we'll have Salem girls basketball on Thursday night. But, yeah, follow us on Twitter at Wabash Catch TV, or on Facebook. It's just Wabash Communications Co-op. And we do appreciate you tuning in however you are doing so for tonight's championship ball game. The East St. Louis Flyers, under head coach Mark Chambers, come in with a record of 15-5, and they are taking on the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes under head coach Chester Reeder, and they are in with a record of 17-2. How did they get here? Well, East St. Louis defeated Triad in the opening game of the tournament. Got them to a running clock on Triad. Ended up winning 76-43. And they defeated Effingham in overtime on Friday night. Pardon me. Defeated Effingham 70-50. Effingham's previous game went to overtime. So they won first game by 33, next game by 20. And they reached this final on a bit of a roll. Teutopolis on a bit of a roll themselves as they defeated Centralia in the first game, 62-48. And then Friday night knocked off Thornton Fractional North 56-45. Won that game by 11 to set up this very intriguing matchup with the East St. Louis Flyers. And why do I keep saying that it's very intriguing? Well, East St. Louis is probably going to want to run a little bit more than Teutopolis will, but Teutopolis not scared of running with anybody. And plus, these two teams are both state ranked. In the most recent Class 3A rankings, East St. Louis is ranked at number 4 in the state in Class 3A. While in Class A in the AP, T-Town is ranked number 8. I've seen rankings for both of these teams a little bit closer than that, as I also saw one ranking service had Teutopolis at number 3 in Class 2A, and East St. Louis Senior at number 4 in Class 3A. Either way, two really, really good basketball teams, ladies and gentlemen, and they are going to go at it tonight. It should be a ton of fun. The Shoes, under the head coaching of Chester Reeder, they've got 3 seniors. Check that, 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore in their starting lineup, but they will go into their bench. The rotation for Teutopolis probably goes about 4 deep into the bench, whereas East St. Louis, they'll go 5 or 6 deep into the bench, as Coach Chambers starting 4 seniors and 1 junior. And of course, the name to watch for East St. Louis, it's Terrence Hargrove. He is a senior. He's 6 feet 7 inches tall, and he is signed to go to play for St. Louis University. Hargrove wears number 34 for East St. Louis, 6'7". That's when you look at the heights for these two squads, there's not that much difference. East St. Louis, 6'7", 6'7", 6'3", 6'1", and 5'11". And the Shoes have 6'7", 6'6", 6'3", 6'2", 5'10". So pretty close all the way around in terms of size and defense. They both are very fast. No pass pretty much is undefended, and it should be just an outstanding evening. The Shoes again in with a record of 17-2. They are in their navy jerseys with gold numerals, white trim. Dawson Smith at one guard. He's a 6'6" guard / forward, but he'll play guard most of the night. Luke Ungren, number 12. He's a junior. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. Evan Wormert, the lone sophomore in the starting lineup for either squad. He's 6 feet 2, wears number 14 for T-Town. Mitch Hardick, number 20. He's a junior and he's 6 feet 3, guard / forward. And Clint Weber, the big man in the middle for the Shoes, 6 feet 7 inches tall, and a senior wearing number 24. Again, Teutopolis in with a record of 17-2. I believe this is Chester Reeder's first year at Teutopolis. For the East St. Louis Flyers, they will send out at one guard, East St. Louis, by the way, in their white jerseys with blue and orange trim. Point guard will be Jashawn Anderson. He wears number 1. He's a 5'11" junior. He'll be joined outside by number 10, Cornelius LaFleur. He's a senior, 6 feet tall. On the blocks, it's Richard Robinson, 6 feet 7 and a senior, number 2. Elijah Rice, 6 feet 3 and a senior. And the big man in the middle with the headband, Terrence Hargrove, Jr. Well, he's a senior, but his name is Terrence Hargrove, Jr. And he is 6 feet 7 inches tall, wears number 34. And we have been looking forward to this game for weeks and weeks. Should be just an outstanding contest. I'm Bruce Dickey. You are watching on Wabash Catch TV. Sit back and enjoy some fun as the Shoes are out and ready to go. The Flyers making their way to center court. They're ready to go. Terrence Hargrove will jump it up against Clint Weber for the championship here of the 68th annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Official asks, is everybody ready? Everybody's ready, and East St. Louis wins the tip as Hargrove wins it and tips it over to Cornelius LaFleur, brought across by Jashawn Anderson. They look down low, now spin it back outside. Good ball movement as Hargrove will shoot from 18 at the top of the key. No good. Rebound Robinson. Richard Robinson wears number 2 for the Flyers. Off to the right wing, they'll go to LaFleur. He'll pass it across to Anderson. First possession of the game. They lob it down. The lob intended to be for Terrence Hargrove, and it went into the hoop from Anderson. So Jashawn Anderson gets the bucket. Nice pass down low to Clint Weber. He misses the first and follows it safely to tie it up at 2. 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. Anderson drives on Ungren. Hands it off to Jones. Now shot from the corner won't go. Rebound taken down by Teutopolis. Weber has it outside to Mitch Hardick. Around the horn, Dawson Smith. To the right wing, Smith has it, fires it over to the left side. Smith's open for 3. It's on the way, and it's good. Dawson Smith open. East St. Louis gonna have to learn not to let that happen. It's 5-2, Teutopolis. 6.5 to go here in quarter number 1. Jashawn Anderson on the dribble. Waits for his cutters to pop free. That's Elijah Rice. Off to Hargrove. He drives down the right side of the lane. The runner won't go. Rebound, Smith. Quick pass up ahead to Wormert. He's trapped in trouble. Fires it across, and it's nearly stolen. Good effort by Robinson, but he couldn't control. Ungren has it for T-Town. T-Town in the blue. They lob it down low to Weber. And knocked away by Anderson, picked up by Hargrove. Quick pass ahead, Rice for three, and a whistle. Rice travels. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. T-Town up with a 5-2 start. They just told somebody to move their bus. Well, if it's Mount Vernon, they're probably going to be going home. They might stick around, watch some of the championship game. Smith brings it over. They get to the high post. That's Weber. Outside, Dawson Smith again for three. Dawson Smith again, good. It's 8-2 T-Town. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Anderson spins to the hoop, shot won't go. Rebound Weber. He wants to run. He's got a wide open Wormert heading to the hoop. He lays it in. Evan Wormert. It's 10-2 Teutopolis. And the Wooden Shoe crowd on their feet. 10-2. Hargrove works around Smith. Shot won't go. Rebound brought down by Hardick. Up it goes to Smith. He cuts underneath the hoop and around the horn. Good ball movement by T-Town. To the hoop. Ungren has his shot blocked violently out of bounds by Terrence Hargrove. That's fun. 4:56 to go in the first quarter. It's 10-2. Shoes. Three from the corner is off the iron. No good. Rebound. T-Town. Smith tries to get to Weber. Good step in front there for Elijah Rice of East St. Louis. Hargrove fires a two from the corner that won't go. Rebound, the smallest man on the court, Ungren. And he's in some trouble in backcourt. He's going to get fouled. And that's going to go against Elijah Rice. That's his first and also East St. Louis's first. 4:38 to go here in the first quarter. I don't think T-Town's missed a shot yet. If so, maybe just one they have. And the lob dunk! Lob dunk to Clint Weber. What a start for T-Town. They're up 12-2 with 4:20 to go in this first quarter. And the Flyers are flustered. Off to the left side, Cornelius LaFleur. Right side, outside Anderson, three all the way. Off the back iron, rebound Smith, and he's looking aggressively down court to Ungren. Ungren now back to Wormert. And that's one thing that T-Town has seen that nobody else has been able to do. Go aggressively down the court against East St. Louis. Doesn't give their guards a chance to guard in back court, where they pick up so many turnovers. Takes them a little while to defend on the other end. On the drive, Wormert's shot blocked out. 12-2, 3:40 to go here in the first. And it'll be T-Town ball underneath. You got to keep going. It doesn't matter how many times Terrence Hargrove blocks it out of there. You got to keep going inside till he gets in foul trouble if you're the Shoes. And if you're Terrence Hargrove, keep blocking them. They aren't calling fouls yet. Into the corner, Ungren fakes the three. Outside to Smith. Fires it into the left corner. Back outside, Smith now back into the corner, Wormert. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Teutopolis will be patient. Ungren on the give and go from Weber. Back outside, Hardick. To Ungren. Has it stripped away. Gets it back. Anderson is cat-like quickness, and he's going to pick up a foul. Jashawn Anderson picks up his first, team second. And with 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, it'll be Wooden Shoes basketball across from the East St. Louis bench. Wormert gets it into Ungren. And he almost picked cleanly. Drops it down low for Smith. Now back outside. Wormert had Weber, but Weber couldn't get to it. Now they find Weber. Stripped away by an outstanding play by Jabril Oliveira. Down court, layup is good for Trevion Jones. As East St. Louis has subbed in a bit. Anderson tries to get it away from Smith. Cross court, it goes to Wormert. Guarded by Robinson. To the high post now, Weber. Smith tries to head to the hoop. He's going to be fouled. That'll be on Trevion Jones, his first, team third. 12-4 the score. 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Teutopolis by 8. And it comes to Ungren. To the high post. Left elbow. Weber tries to get it down to Smith. It's knocked away. There is no pass uncontested in the half court. That's for sure. East St. Louis super quick. 12-4. T-Town ahead. 2:24 to go in the quarter. Into Ungren and stolen away. But picked right back by T-Town. Boy, that was almost a quick steal there for Jabril Oliveira. T-Town controls. 2:10 to go, first quarter. And East St. Louis beginning to pick up the defense. They realize this is going to be a game. On the drive, Smith shot no good. Rebound taken down by Robinson. Long pass to Hargrove. He goes up and puts it in. Terrence Hargrove, his first bucket of the night. Cuts it to, and another steal by Robinson. Quickly up court to the hoop, puts it up and in. As now, East St. Louis playing better defense on the half court. There'll be a foul out on top, and that's going to go against Oliveira. Number 4 against East St. Louis. But they've cut that 10-point lead down to 4. 12-8. Wormer's going to take a seat as Lucas Dries checks in for Teutopolis. He's a senior. They have a very experienced bench. 8 seniors on the squad. Pass stolen away again by Oliveira. Quick pass to Jones. He lays it up and in. And that's what the Flyers can do. If you don't take care of the basketball. 12-10. As the 10-point lead all but gone. Three-pointer won't go for Ungren. And here come the Flyers. Lob pass to Hargrove. He's fouled. You give that to Ungren, and that is going to be the first team foul against T-Town. Probably not a bad foul. And timeout's going to be taken by Teutopolis with 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. They lead by 2, 12-10, back in 30.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Fleur, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
1:03 remaining here in the first quarter. It's been a streaky one, that's for sure. As T-Town leads East St. Louis 12-10. And into the game also now for Teutopolis is Jordan Hardick. He's a sophomore, 6 feet tall. Where's number 34? Anderson looking to throw in for the Flyers. Finds Oliveira. To the high post, now top of the key. Terrence Hargrove works on Smith, and they tried to get it back to Hargrove. Saved in by Anderson. Just barely saved into the front court. He gets a screen from Hargrove. Nice drive down the middle. Blocked by Weber. Weber wanted to fire it ahead, but nobody was there for it, so Smith will bring it over with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. I don't think you want to hold for one against this Flyer squad. They are too fast. He'll take it away from you. Outside with it, Hardick. Around to Dries. To Jordan Hardick. Out on top. There's a Dries to the hoop. Shot blocked from behind by Hargrove. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Anderson around Hargrove for 3 for the lead. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound, Weber, 3 seconds. He heads up the court. Taken away by Anderson. 3 at the buzzer is off the backboard. No good. A good first quarter. After one, it is Teutopolis 12, East St. Louis 10. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
And welcome back here to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. A good first quarter. T-Town outscored East St. Louis 12-2 to start. And East St. Louis has come roaring back. They've cut it to 2. It's 12-10 as T-Town will get the basketball to start things off in this second quarter. 4 team fouls against East St. Louis, only 1 against T-Town. Dawson Smith on the dribble out on top. He tosses to the right side. That's Jordan Hardick working out there against Elijah Rice, back into the ball game. Man-to-man employed. They drop it down to Weber. He gathers, has to get rid of it because they're waiting to block it. 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound comes down to Hargrove, and he looks to run to the hoop. You can see it down court. He wanted to get to the hoop. 3 from the corner, off the iron, no good. Rebound Weber for T-Town. They lead by 2, 12-10. Teutopolis. To the high post, stolen away, and now a foul is going to be committed. Great, I tell you what, Armand Williams has such long arms and legs. And Clint Weber's going to pick up the foul for T-Town. You just have to meet every pass. Armand Williams isn't going to let it get there. He wears number 32, and he's listed at 6'8". That may be short. He's just a sophomore. Very thin. Out on top, Hargrove drives it back outside to Rice, who loses his pivot foot and travels. 12-10, the score remains. Under 7 minutes to go now in the first half. As Evan Addis checks into the ball game for the first time for the Shoes. Ungren to back in. Dawson Smith, also Evan Wormert, and Clint Weber into the ball game for the Shoes. Travion Jones along with Jabril Oliveira. Terrence Hargrove, Elijah Rice, and Armand Williams for the Flyers. They get it down low, up and in for Clint Weber. Good patience waiting for Weber to cut down the lane, and they found him open for the hoop. It's 14-10. Elijah Rice to run the play. Off the left, 3 on the way is good. Jabril Oliveira. And now a steal by Oliveira. He heads down court, puts it up. No good, but a blocking foul is going to go against Dawson Smith. And that'll be his first. Team's third. And with a chance to tie or take the lead, Jabril Oliveira will head to the line. 2 free throws for Jabril. He's a junior, 5'10", and short on the first one. He just hit the 3-pointer, first one of the game for East St. Louis to cut it to 1. Second free throw on the way is no good. Dawson Smith comes up with it for Teutopolis. To Evan Addis. Working against Elijah Rice. Picks up his dribble. Rice all over him, takes it away. And finds Hargrove, who puts it up, no good. But he's going to be fouled, and Hargrove will head to the line for 2 shots. Addis is going to pick up his first, team 4th against Teutopolis. And Hargrove to the line for the first time. He can put the Flyers in the lead for the first time tonight. 6:02 to go here in the first half as Hargrove walks around. He went down pretty good. Went down pretty hard. Dribbles and spins and puts it in. Terrence Hargrove now with 3. And East St. Louis gets their first lead of the game, 15-14. Hargrove's going to take a seat. He's kind of favoring that right knee as Richard Robinson will check back in and replace him. Under 6 to go here in the first half, and Undgren and Dawson Smith had a little bit of a miscommunication there, and that turnover, first unforced turnover in a long time for the Shoes. And sub in for Teutopolis will be Lucas Drees. He'll come in for Dawson Smith. Smith may be getting a little tired. As Coach Reeder is giving some defensive pointers. Robinson has it out on the left wing, or the right side. Looks out on top, that's Williams. Over to Rice. Rice drives left baseline, underneath and up and in. Elijah Rice, good player. It's a 15-2 run now for East St. Louis. They lead by 3, 17-14. As Undgren holds out on the right wing to the high post. And to the top of the key there, it goes to Undgren. Outside now, Jordan Hardick. Check down Mitch Hardick. They look down low, they find Weber. Weber up and in. Clint Weber with 8 points. And that cuts it back to 1, 17-16. Out on top, Jabral Oliveira. Elijah Rice now to run the point, calls the play. To the right side, that goes to Jones. Now, Robinson's jumper won't go, rebound Weber. He's having a nice night. Undgren with a chance to take the lead for the Shoes. Trail by 1, 17-16, 4.5 to go in the first half. In the corner, Undgren directs traffic, gets it back outside. That's Wormert. To Undgren, cutting to the hoop, gets his man in the air, puts it up, and that'll be, they're going to call that a shooting foul. They're going to call that, Undgren did throw it up. They're just kind of trying to make it look like a shot. I don't think it will be. It's going to be 1-1. And that foul does go against Elijah Rice. Second on Elijah. Number 5 on East St. Louis. As Smith comes back in. And Hargrove's back into the game, along with Jashawn Anderson. So 17-16. Flyers by 1. Shoes ball 3 or 15-footer on the way in. Good for Clint Weber. He's got 10. And the Shoes are back in the lead, 18-17. 4:05 to go in the half. Hargrove down on the blocks. Works against Smith. Jumper up, no good. Rebound loose. Picked up by the Shoes. Hardick out on the right wing. Man-to-man look for the Flyers. Lob pass in for Weber. He puts it up and in. Hargrove went by, and Weber, all the scoring so far here in the second quarter for T-Town. They lead 20-17. 3 on the way is good. Holy cow. Cornelius LaFleur ties it up at 20. He was 3 or 4 feet behind the line. Smith gets it over to Ungrund. He works outside against LaFleur to the hoop, lays it up, no good. A rebound to Robinson. Long pass to LaFleur. Down in the corner, three from Jones on the way, good. Travion Jones leads the way for East St. Louis with 7. And they retake the lead 23-20. To the high post, stolen by Hargrove. Back to Weber, though. He heads to the hoop, and his shot blocked by Robinson. Weber looked like he was going to try to go up and dunk it, and then decided he didn't want to take a chance of it getting blocked, and was going to try to guard the ball with his body, but Robinson with just long arms able to get to it. 23-20, East St. Louis. Drop pass into the corner, Hardick for 2, it won't go. Rebound, Weber, he goes up, puts it in. It's the Clint Weber show, he's got 14. 23-22, East St. Louis. Hargrove fakes it, gets it in the corner. Another 3 on the way. Anderson's won't go. Rebound comes down to Smith. And trouble for T-Town to get out of it. Smith, long pass up court. Hardick, shot won't go, but he's fouled by Hargrove. And Terrence Hargrove will pick up his first, just the 6th, against East St. Louis. And Mitch Hardick will head to the free throw line. Nicely played by Hardick. He got to Hargrove in the air, drew the contact. T-Town can retake the lead. 23-22, still 23-22. 2:11 to go here in the first half. It's been a dandy. East St. Louis leads by 1. Teutopolis opened with a 12-2 run. T-Town and East St. Louis responded with a 15-2 run. No free throws there for Hardick, missed them both. 2:05 to go, first half. Flyers basketball up by 1. 23-22. Anderson hands it to Hargrove. Fakes the shot, has it knocked away. Picked up by Smith. He'll head down court to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Thought he was going to get fouled and did not. Hargrove up with it, 1 on 3. And he's going to be fouled by Ungrund. Luke Ungrund will pick up his second, number 5, against T-Town. 23-22, 1:44 to go in the first half. East St. Louis basketball underneath their own hoop. Jashawn Anderson to throw in as Ungrund has to go sit down with his 2 fouls. Into Hargrove, outside. LaFleur, Anderson. 1:40 to go. Hargrove fighting for position with Smith. And back outside LaFleur. LaFleur guarded by Wormert. Gets it to Hargrove. 3 feet behind the line. Thought about shooting. Down low to Jones. His shot blocked by Weber. Weber corrals it. Dawson Smith with it now. Shoes can retake the lead as Smith loses the handle. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Smith. It'll go to the Flyers. Jashawn Anderson. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, he is so fast. He is just... If you're bringing it up court against him, I'd throw it to somebody else. I mean, really. Get the ball to somebody else if you're coming up against Jashawn Anderson. Evans to Betsy. 23-22. Anderson drives left side of the lane, drops it down for Rice. For Robinson with the big dunk. Richard Robinson. Foul outside's going to go against the Flyers. Jashawn Anderson. He picks up his second, and it's going to send T-Town to the line. Dawson Smith will head up there for 1 and 1. Those free throws by Mitch Hardick just moments ago were the first ones of the game for T-Town. 2 free throws here, or 1 and 1, pardon me, for Dawson Smith. 56 seconds left in the first half as Smith hits the first. Jones will check back in as Anderson will sit down with those 2 fouls. Second free throw on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Robinson. For East St. Louis. 25-23 Flyers. 50 seconds to go in the first half. 5-0. Flyers certainly aren't going to hold for one, are they? LaFleur holds. 39 seconds to go. Cornelius LaFleur guarded by Evan Wormert. Man-to-man for T-Town. LaFleur on the dribble. Counts on. He hands it off to Hargrove. 20 seconds to go. Outside to Robinson. He'll back things out. 25-23. In favor of East St. Louis. They have the basketball. 8 seconds. On the drive, Jones puts it up and in. What a nice drive by Travian Jones. And at the half, three-pointer at the buzzer will not go for Dawson Smith. So Travian Jones puts East St. Louis up at the end of the half here, 27-23. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the halftime statistics and all kinds of things for you here from the Salem Invitational Tournament. You're watching us on Wabash Catch TV. Back after these.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodman representative.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with our wood.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
Dan's Electro-Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electro-Electric.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
All right, better shoot the kids. And welcome back here at the Salem Community High School. The Salem dance troupe out there have been entertaining the fans, doing a great job. As the East St. Louis Flyers lead the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes here at the half, 27-23. Take a look at the scoring for the Shoes. They're led by Clint Weber. Clint Weber owned that second quarter for T-Town. He had 10 points in the quarter. He has 14 for the half. All from the field, all from pretty close. 7 field goals. 7 points for Dawson Smith. He had a couple of threes. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And 2 points from Evan Wormert. He had a field goal in the first quarter. Mitch Hardick was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So T-Town 1 for 4 from the line. They had quarters of 12 and 11. Only one player with multiple fouls for Teutopolis. That's Luke Ungren. And he is carrying 2 fouls. For the East St. Louis Flyers, they're led here at the half by Travion Jones off the bench. There's the Grease song. I knew I thought they were playing Grease earlier, and I was just early. 9 points for Travion Jones. He had a 3, and he had 3 two-point field goals. All off the bench. 4 points apiece for Richard Robinson and Terrence Hargrove. Hargrove 2 for 2 from the free throw line, had 1 field goal. Robinson with 2 field goals. 3 points apiece for Jabril Oliveira and Cornelius LaFleur. Oliveira 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And 2 points apiece for Jashawn Anderson and Elijah Rice. And for that matter, both Jashawn Anderson and Elijah Rice carrying 2 fouls as the dance crew goes off, much to the delight of the fans here in Salem. Did a great job out there. Like I said, 2 players with multiple fouls for the Flyers. They are Jashawn Anderson and Elijah Rice. They only shot 4 free throws as well. They shot better than T-Town. T-Town was 1 for 4. East St. Louis 2 for 4 from the free throw line. The Flyers with quarters of 10 and 17. And they burned the last minute or so off the clock on their final possession. Scored with about 3 seconds to go. And lead here at the half, 27-23. This is the championship game of the Salem Invitational Tournament. Of course, this is the first year in the tournament for East St. Louis, the second year for T-Town all time. 68 years. I can't believe that they've had this for 68 years, and this is only the second time Teutopolis has been in it and the first time East St. Louis, but that's the way it is. Teutopolis last year did finish consolation runner-up, losing to Triad. Earlier this evening in the consolation game, it was Salem knocking off Mount Vernon decisively, 61-52. Low-scoring first half turned into a pretty high-scoring second half as Salem led at halftime 22-21 and pumped out a 17-point quarter and a 22-point quarter to knock off the Rams. Rams with an 11-point quarter and a 20-point quarter themselves. So yeah, a much nicer second half than first half, and much nicer for Salem, who take the consolation trophy here in their own tournament. Their first consolation trophy since 2011. So Andy Fehrenbacher has the Salem Wildcats back on the right track. Come back tomorrow night. We'll be back here in B.E. Gum as Salem's going to take on Columbia in a conference matchup. Cahokia conference matchup. Salem playing Columbia here on Wabash Catch TV West. And on Wabash Catch TV, it'll be St. Elmo Brownstown at North Clay in a girls matchup. So your choice tomorrow night here on Wabash Catch TV. Back in action also on Thursday night as Trenton Westland will be in Salem in a girls matchup. So keep sticking around to Wabash Catch TV all week long. Your finest in high school sports. So what do the Shoes have to do to get back in it here in the second half? Well, they hit a couple threes in that first quarter before East St. Louis turned up the defense a little bit, made it a lot more difficult for T-Town to get an open shot. As East St. Louis really turned up the defense. You're gonna have to work a little extra hard to get an open outside shot, but also don't forget about Clint Weber. He had 10 points in that second quarter, and he was the main scoring threat in that second quarter for the Shoes. What do the Flyers have to do to hang on and win? Well, they probably want to get Terrence Hargrove a little bit more involved in it. Of course, Terrence Hargrove, the recruit for St. Louis University, number 34 for the Flyers. Flyers in their white jerseys, T-Town in their dark blue. It'll be Flyer basketball to start things off here in the second half. Elijah Rice along with Jason Anderson in the backcourt. Richard Robinson, Cornelius LaFleur, and Terrence Hargrove Jr., number 34 for the Flyers, rounding out their starting five. Dawson Smith, Luke Ungren, Evan Wormert, Mitch Hardick, and Clint Weber on for T-Town. Hargrove has it, gets back to Anderson, now to Hargrove in the corner. He corrals it before it goes out of bounds as the Flyers drive down, drop it to Robinson. The hook won't go. Rebound Anderson. He is so quick. He is everywhere. 27-23 in favor of East St. Louis. They're working to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Weber. And he spins, goes around Weber. Nice shot by Robinson. Richard Robinson, the first points of the second half. And that bumps it to a 6-point lead for East St. Louis, their biggest one. Up with it, down on the block to Weber. His pass across, knocked away and out of bounds. It will remain Teutopolis basketball with 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 29-23, East St. Louis leads Teutopolis. Outside to Ungren, has it nearly stolen away by LaFleur. That's the thing, the East St. Louis guards are lightning quick. And Weber will toss in. Finds Ungren. Ungren guarded in the man-to-man by LaFleur. 3 on the way from Smith. Off the iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Anderson. Fires it ahead to Rice. Rice to the hoop. Puts it up. No good, and he charged. I thought it looked like Ungren got to the spot. First team foul this half against East St. Louis, but that's number 3 on Elijah Rice. One of the 4 senior starters for East St. Louis. The only junior is Anderson. 29-23, 6:35 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching on Wabash Catch TV. We appreciate you tuning in. Ungren has it picked by Anderson. My heavens, he's fast. And he takes it down and lays it in. You think you've got control of the ball, and Anderson just takes it away. Ungren with it. Outside around it goes. Wormert had Smith, but didn't get it to him in time. Smith clears out. Off to Weber. Looking inside. Smith posting up. Now they get it to him. Loose. Picked up by Weber. He heads to the hoop. Back outside. Ungren for 3. Good! And the Shoes needed that. Timeout taken by T-Town. 5:55 to go in the third. They trail by 5, 31-26. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. At Country Financial, if you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
And welcome back here to Salem. Here in the third quarter, it's with 5:55 to go in the third quarter. East St. Louis leads by 5, 31-26. As they led by 4 at the half. And Coach Reeder calls that timeout for the Shoes to probably try to emphasize taking care of the basketball around Jashawn Anderson. Not the tallest kid on the floor, 5'11", and I think that's being kind. But he may be the fastest. And he has the ball right now for East St. Louis. He gets it to Robinson. Robinson working against Weber, has the ball knocked away by Ungren, picked up by LaFleur for the Flyers. Outside, Anderson, lob into Hargrove. He works against Smith, pushes off, falls to the ground, ball's on the floor, and it'll be East St. Louis basketball as Ungren got a hand on it while he was laying out of bounds. Just a drive to the hoop. I think Hargrove was trying to see if he was going to be able to draw a charge or draw a blocking foul on Smith. Smith moved nicely with it. Dawson Smith, also a senior. He's been around, as has Hargrove. Not their first rodeos. Anderson with the basketball as the Shoes go to a zone. First time maybe tonight seen the Shoes in a zone. It's 1-3-1. Hargrove shoots over it, misses it. Rebound to Dawson Smith. He brings it across. Fires ahead to Wormert. Shot blocked out of there by Hargrove. Woo-hoo. 31-26 the score remains. 4:56 to go in the third. And it will be T-Town basketball in front of their bench. Into Wormert. To Smith. Dawson Smith tosses to Wormert, hands it back to him. Smith drives to the left elbow and walks. Sure did. Picked up his pivot foot, put it back down. And that is a travel. 31-26, the score remains. Only 3 field goals so far here in this third quarter. We're almost 3.5 minutes in. 4:40 to go in the third. Anderson walks it over. It's like a snake. They just kind of lull you to sleep and then strike. Timeout. I guess they're not striking. Timeout taken by Mark Chambers. 5-point lead for East St. Louis. We'll be back in 30.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
And welcome back here to B.E. Gum Gymnasium here on the campus of Salem Community High School. Championship ball game between the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes and the East St. Louis Flyers here on the 68th annual Salem Invitational Tournament. On the drive, Anderson fires it across and out of bounds. I believe he was trying to get Hargrove in the corner and threw it down there in the handicap seating. 31-26, 4:15 to go in the third. Smith brings it up and across. Smith drives, drops it into the corner. Jumper from Weber, partially blocked. Rebound Smith. He puts it up and in. Dawson Smith now with 9. Quickly to the hoop. Anderson, a blocking foul is going to be called on Ungren. I believe it's going to be Ungren, and if so, that'll be his third. First team foul this half for T-Town. Only one team foul against East St. Louis as well. We're over 4 minutes in to the third quarter. 3:57 left to be exact. 31-28. Pass comes in to LaFleur. He works against Wormert. Around the horn to Hargrove between the circles. He takes his time. Heads back over to his spot in the right wing. 3 on the way from Robinson. Boy, that looked like it was going to go in. Ball tipped over to Hargrove. He hits the hoop. He puts it in and he's fouled, and I think that's going to go against Dries. It does. Hargrove's second field goal of the night. And he'll go to the line for the and one. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. As LaFleur takes a seat to the line. Terrence Hargrove Jr. misses the and one. So, score remains 5-point difference, 33-28 in favor of East St. Louis. 3:30 to go in the third. Wormert to Smith. Smith working against Anderson. Off to Dries. Dries working against Oliveira. Gets a screen. And tries to get it back to Smith. Boy, the defensive pressure on these guards is very tough, and the foul's going to be called on Anderson. Caught him with the reach. That's number 3 on Anderson, number 2 against East St. Louis. 33-28, 3:09 to go here in the third. Kind of a choppy ball game. Lob pass to Smith, he puts it in. Using his height, he was being guarded there by Jabril Oliveira. And Oliveira's only 5'10". Smith is 6'7", 3 from the corner. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to the Shoes. They're down by 3, 33-30. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. On the drive, Hardick into the corner. Weber gets away with a walk, puts it up, blocked. Rebound to the Shoes. Hardick puts it up and in. The extra pass works out for the Shoes. They cut it to 1, 33-32. Flyers haven't scored in a little bit. 2.5 to go in the third. Anderson off to the side. Oliveira down to Hargrove. Around the horn, Oliveira for 3, off the iron. Rebound fought for. Hargrove comes up with it in the corner. Heads back to the lane. Back outside. Anderson for 3. It's off the iron and hit the guide wire. So that's a violation. And the Shoes will get it back with a chance to take the lead with 2:09 to go here in the third quarter. 33-32. East St. Louis over Teutopolis. Travion Jones has a chat with the official. The official has a chat with Travion Jones. Playing a little close to Dawson Smith, and that's why he took it away from him. Nice steal by Jones. Quick pass up ahead. Three from LaFleur. Off, no good. Rebound Weber. Fires it out to Drees. Drees up ahead to Smith for three from the corner. Good! T-Town retakes the lead. 3 for Cornelius is no good, but tipped in by Hargrove. I'm trying to catch up my book. You guys are scoring too fast. Up ahead, Jordan Hardick out to Mitch Hardick. They cut it, they try to get it down, but nice defensive play by Hargrove. He stepped right in front of Weber and took it away. We're tied at 35. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. This game has been a game of streaks, back and forth, back and forth. 1:15 to go in the third. Hargrove clears out, heads to the right side. The runner won't go, but he's fouled by Smith. And Terrence Hargrove will head to the free throw line for two. Hargrove's 2 for 3 right now from the free throw line. And with 1:11 to go, this holiday special looks like 1:11 to go here in the third. This holiday special looks like it's going to go to the wire. First of two for the senior is good. Ungren will check back in, as will Wormert. Hardick takes a seat along with Drees. 1:11 to go in the third quarter, 36-35. East St. Louis. Terrence Hargrove second, bounces around, falls off, no good. Rebound Dawson Smith. Up ahead to Wormert, and he's in trouble. He has it stolen away by Jones. Jones lays it up and off, no good. Rebound gathered by the Flyers. Outside to Cornelius LaFleur. In the corner now, Robinson. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 36-35, East St. Louis. Jones on the dribble. And he has hits taken away from him by Ungren. Ungren drops it to the corner to Smith, and who tries to get it back to Ungren. A wild pass from Ungren is going to draw Ungren's fourth foul. Luke Ungren just picked up number 4. And that's trouble. That'll be team foul number 4 against Teutopolis versus just 2 for East St. Louis. So 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. East St. Louis holding a 1-point lead. Jones on the dribble. Gets it over to LaFleur. Around to Robinson. Robinson backs up, fires the three. Good. Wow. Richard Robinson gives the Flyers their 9-point lead again. Shoes beat the press. Wormert with it. 5 seconds. He's still in trouble. Gets it to Dawson Smith. 3 from the left corner is short. So after 3 periods of play, East St. Louis leads Teutopolis 39-35. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Don't buy from strangers, buy local. With national communication providers, you may be forced to try to get help from a call center across the country. Who needs the aggravation? Choose Wabash Communications instead. Our employees are local, so you'll be treated like a neighbor whenever you call or stop by, and you'll get straightforward pricing without any gimmicks or hidden cost. Plus, we actively support the communities we serve through monetary and in-kind donations. Put your money where your heart is. Here at home, visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber.
And welcome back here to Be Gum for the fourth quarter. The final quarter of this year's Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament. T-Town will have the basketball to start off, trailing by 4. As Evan Wormert has it. Gets it to Clint Weber, looking down low for Dawson Smith. Now they get it back to Weber, works against Hargrove, spins, puts it up, and off, no good, gets his own board, up and in. Clint Weber hadn't scored that third quarter after a 10-point second. And that's his first points in the second half. That cuts the lead to 2. Jabril Oliveira tosses it back outside to LaFleur. Cornelius LaFleur drives around the right side, cuts it inside, and a charging violation is going to be called on LaFleur. What a nice job by Wormert taking that, check that, Weber took the charge. 39-37, T-Town can tie it with a hoop. Bringing it across, Wormert, the sophomore, against LaFleur. To the right side, Dawson Smith waiting for Cutter. He forced it down to Weber and got knocked away. Picked up by Ungren. He drives and scores. Luke Ungren out there playing with 4 fouls, and he ties the game with 6:56 to go. T-Town fans are on their feet, urging their team on. Flyers looking for a hoop to quiet the crowd. Hargrove drives on Smith. Nice drive. He puts it up and in. Boy, Hargrove, talented kid. He's got 11 points now. Up with it to Smith. Smith drives to the hoop. He's fouled. He lays it in, and he'll go to the free throw line. Count the hoop. And that's going to go against Richard Robinson. His first, team third. We're tied at 41 with Dawson Smith heading to the line for the and one. That was, as I said, the first foul against Robinson. Oliveira takes a seat. Jones comes back in for the Flyers. And Rice. The and one on the way. Good. First free throw of the second half for T-Town is good. And by the way, the 4th team foul for East St. Louis. Each team with 4 fouls. 6:25 to go in the ball game. Rice to Hargrove. They cut to the middle. Shot up and good for Elijah Rice. Well, he cut down the middle and he had the 12-footer open. Smith fires into the corner. Wormert steps inside, back out and around the horn. Hardick wide open. Smith down low and he doesn't shoot it. He didn't realize how open he was, I think. He just threw it right back out to Wormert. Under 6 minutes. And a 5-second call. Wormert didn't dribble. You got to have a clock in your head. Great defense by Cornelius LaFleur. So East St. Louis leading by 1, 43-42. 5 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the basketball game. Rice jogs to the left side, leaves it to Hargrove. Hargrove drives on Smith. Jumper from 12, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Rice, he loses the handle out of bounds. Last touch by Dries. It will remain Flyer basketball. 5:41 to go. Each team with plenty of timeouts, plenty of fouls to give too, for that matter. Possession arrow going in the Flyers' direction. Tough chance getting it in. They finally do find Elijah Rice. He gets a screen to the right side, now to the left elbow. Over to Robinson. Robinson dribbles at the free throw line. Jumper won't go. Gets his own board. And they're going to bring it back out. 5:20 to go in the game. On the right wing, Rice drops to Hargrove. Hargrove from 16. No good and over the top. 43-42. East St. Louis by 1 with 5:12 to go. And T-Town getting the basketball. Ranked Class 3A versus ranked Class 2A. Check your various ranking systems to see where they are. I know that 3 and 4 in one particular service. AP, it's T-Town's number 8, and East St. Louis is number 5 in 3A. T-Town 8 and 2. As Smith has it knocked away and stolen away. Finally corralled by Robinson. There were 2 defenders that Hargrove tipped it to Robinson. And I think LaFleur tipped it to Hargrove. Hargrove drives down the left side lane into the corner. 3 on the way. Good. Richard Robinson bumps the lead back to 4, 46-42. The lead has gotten as high as 6, but no higher than that. And timeout now taken by Teutopolis with 4:26 to go in the basketball game, trailing by 4, 46-42. We'll take a timeout as well here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
And welcome back. B.E. Gum Gymnasium here in Salem. It's the Salem Invitational Tournament, the championship match. Cheerleading trophy was given away a little while ago. Mount Vernon Rams take the cheerleading trophy. Centralia Orphans got second place in the cheerleading. Salem won the consolation game earlier tonight. They beat Mount Vernon. And East St. Louis leads Teutopolis with 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go here in the ballgame. T-Town with the basketball down by 4. Mitch Hardick tries to get it down to Weber, and it's knocked away. You're just not going to sneak one down there past those big, long, quick arms of the East St. Louis Flyers. Robinson with it. He had this, Elijah Rice with it. He had the steal. 4 minutes to go in the game to Hargrove. Terrence Hargrove Jr. to Elijah Rice. Works to get inside. He's going to be fouled. If that's on Ungren, it's done. Nope, it's going to be on Hardick. That's number 5 against Teutopolis. Situational substitution here, as Luke Ungren's going to take a seat, so he doesn't pick up his potentially 5th foul. Pass intended for Hargrove, got away, and Cornelius LaFleur grabbed it, but his foot was out of bounds. So the Shoes with another chance to cut into that 4-point lead. 3:52 to go in the game. They're trying to see if he stepped out or just to determine where to throw the basketball in. Had he stepped out of bounds, had the ball just gone out of bounds, well, they would have thrown it in underneath the hoop, I guess. Ungren back in the game. Working against LaFleur. Gets a screen. Drops it back to Hardick around the horn to Smith. Back outside, 3 on the way from Wormer. Off the iron, no good. Tipped up, no good. Rebound, Elijah Rice. Long pass, LaFleur for 3. No good, but he just got fouled by Wormer. Long after the shot was gone. Well, that was unnecessary, and LaFleur will head to the free throw line for 3 shots. Chance to put East St. Louis up by 7. Cornelius LaFleur at the line. And the first one will go. T-Town led, was it 40-37? And East St. Louis on a big finish here. First and second good. Third one good as well. Cornelius LaFleur outstanding from the free throw line. Hit all three and bumps it all the way up to a 7-point lead, the biggest of the game for East St. Louis. As the Shoes are probably going to have to start chucking pretty soon. 3:19 to go in the game. They're going to need to get to the hoop on the drive. Dawson Smith gets there, lays it in. Dawson Smith now with 19. 16 for Clint Weber. Good ball movement by the Flyers. Shoes are into man-to-man. Undgren's got 4 fouls. He can't commit a foul here. Next foul would put East St. Louis on the free throw line, but Undgren can't be the one to commit it. Near steal as Smith knocked it away from Hargrove. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. 2:30 exactly. Outside with it, it's Rice. Elijah Rice. Good patience by the Flyers, and Rice is going to get fouled by Mitch Hardick. Or did they call timeout before the foul? I believe they got the timeout called before the foul. All right, timeout taken. We'll take one as well. Back in 30.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Stick around after the game. We'll stay here for the trophy presentation, as well as hopefully hear who the all-tournament team is. Hear the announcements for the all-tournament team. And right now, with 2:19 to go, East St. Louis basketball with the 5-point lead. Wooden Shoes may need to foul. The Shoes were able to get Undgren out of the game with his 4 fouls. Doesn't look like they want to foul Rice, although that Hardick fouled him just a minute ago, but was saved by the timeout. 2:05 to go. Outside. You don't want to foul Cornelius LaFleur. He just hit those 3 free throws following the 3-point shot foul. LaFleur on the dribble. Might as well foul Robinson. There you go. That's going to go against Dawson Smith, his 3rd. Number 7 for T-Town. And Richard Robinson heads to the free throw line. Robinson's got 12 points tonight. And he'll be there for 1 and 1. Talk about a quiet 12. Couple of threes and 3 deuces, and now 13. Olivara checks in for the Flyers with 1 minute 49 seconds to go. 1:49. It's a 6-point game. Shoes are going to get desperate pretty soon. Second free throw rolls off, no good. So still 2-possession contest. 1:45 to go, clock running. Undgren hands it to Smith. Smith, and there it's saved and nearly lost in the backcourt. Down low to Weber. He spins, gets his man in the air, and the second man over from the weak side, Richard Robinson, just saves the day, blocks the shot, the foul in backcourt, and we're going to have free throws. Hardick picks it up. Yeah, Weber was free and clear. He had Hargrove in the air. And out of nowhere comes Richard Robinson to knock that away. Wow, what a athletic play. So Jay-Sean Anderson at the free throw line for the first time for 1-1. That was Hardick's second foul, by the way. Team foul number 8. Minute 31 to go in the game. 131. 6-point contest. First one is good. He'll get a second. It's a 3-possession ball game now, though. And he hit them both. 8-point lead. Jay-Sean Anderson. And here come the Shoes. Running out of time. 52-44. Smith, the runner, too strong. Rebound lost out of bounds. Last touch by the Flyers. It'll go back to the Shoes. LaFleur checks back in. As ball into Warmer. Now 3 on the way from Smith. Off the iron. No good. A rebound. Dries back to Smith. 3 again. No good again. Rebound this time taken down by Elijah Rice. 1:10 to go in the game. And he'll be fouled from behind by Dawson Smith. And the Flyers are putting it away at the free throw line. Rice with 4 points, but he'll head to the line. He hasn't been there yet tonight. For Dawson Smith, by the way, that was his 4th foul. With 1:08 to go in the game and an 8-point deficit, Flyers are pulling away. First one is good. Second one upcoming here for Elijah Rice, one of the 4 senior starters. 4 seniors and Deshaun Anderson. One of the fastest juniors I've seen in a long time. He's quick. Good ball handlers, beware. Bad ball handlers, good luck. Rice hit them both. Flyers are 8 for 9 from the free throw line in the 4th quarter. That's how you finish off a game. And it's going to be a push against Oliveira. Team foul number 5. With 1 minute exactly to go here in the ball game, it's a 10-point lead. Undred over to Smith. Smith nearly had it stolen away. Hargrove, it's Weber heads to the hoop. He's fouled. And Clint Weber will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Richard Robinson picks him up. This is Clint Weber's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Can you believe it? He has 16. He had 14 in the first quarter. Pardon me, first half. 10 of those in the second quarter. And Coach Reeder will sub in for his foul challenged players. Second one's good as well. For Weber, cuts it to 8. 51 seconds to go. 54-46. Foul in backcourt's going to be against Lucas Dries. And Undren to Smith, and Wormert will head back to the free throw line. With 49 back into the game, pardon me, as it'll be Cornelius LaFleur to the line for 2 shots. That's super bonus now. That was the 10th foul against T-Town. Cornelius LaFleur, if you're T-Town, you don't want him on the line. Running out of choices now, but that young man can shoot free throws. Bumps it back to a 9-point game with 49 seconds. He hits this next one. It's a 4-possession ball game, no matter what T-Town does. He does not. Okay, T-Town, is there a chance? 45 seconds to go. Undren across with it. Pushes off. Gets room. Shoots the 3. It won't go. Rebound Hargrove. And looks like the Flyers, well, the Shoes will foul Elijah Rice in backcourt. Elijah Rice just hit 2 in a row. And he'll head to the free throw line as that one went against Wormert. And it is a 9-point lead, but I tell you what, folks around the state are going to look at this, and score is not going to be all that indicative of how close this game has been. First one's good for Rice. Second one on the way. Good as well. Tight battle, but shoes just probably not quite fast enough for this East St. Louis team. Lob pass down to Weber. He spins, gets Hargrove in the air, misses the shot. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. No good. Rebound. Gets it back. 17 seconds ago, misses the shot. Rebound taken down by the Flyers. They pass it up to Anderson. Leaves it back for Robinson, who lays it in. And with 7 seconds to go, that's going to be all over. But the shouting, and there's the shouting, as the East St. Louis Flyers, in their first trip to the Salem Invitational Tournament, take first place. They defeat Teutopolis by a final of 59-46. Only 4 field goals in that fourth quarter, and they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 13 in that fourth quarter shooting. Keep it right here, and we'll stay for the trophy presentations. And I'm doing that. I will add my book up. As the Teutopolis wooden shoes gave it their all, but it just wasn't enough, as they fall to East St. Louis tonight, 59-46.
Thank you and congratulations to Chester Reader and his Teutopolis wooden shoes for making it to the championship game.
And there's the congratulations to the shoes for making the championship game. Coach Reader and the shoes, Dawson Smith, coming out to get the trophy.
And congratulations to Mr. Mark Chambers and your East St. Louis Flyers.
And congratulations to the Flyers, taking the first place trophy, their first year in the tournament. They did it with an outstanding fourth quarter. They outscored T-Town 20-11 in that fourth quarter to take the match. Let's see if they're gonna, tell you what I'll do, I'll start giving statistics and I'll pause if they start giving out the all-tournament team. For the Teutopolis wooden shoes, they were led tonight by Dawson Smith. He finished with 19 points. He was 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Here's the all-tournament teams.
If you are present, come collect your flag. Starting with second team.
Second team.
St. Louis, Elijah Rice.
Elijah Rice from East St. Louis.
From Effingham, Parker Wolf.
Parker Wolf from Effingham. I don't know if he's here, but Parker Wolf with a great fourth quarter. From Salem, Eric Brubaker. That gets the fans on their feet.
From Effingham, Landon Wolf.
Landon Wolf makes the all-tournament team, second year in a row. He was on it from Effingham last year.
Amir Span.
And Amir Span from Mount Vernon makes the second team.
And for first team, all-tournament team.
Well, there's Landon Wolf and his brother Parker. They'll get their picture taken with Eric Brubaker, or Elijah Rice. And
From Salem, Levi Hayes.
Levi Hayes makes first team from Salem. Congratulations, Levi. Boy, he had a great game today. And when the Wildcats beat Mount Vernon.
From Mount Vernon, Weston Brockhouse.
Weston Brockhouse, the big man for the Rams. All-tournament first team.
From East St. Louis,
I guess Brockhouse is here. Nobody knows where he is. He's coming. There he goes, getting a big hand. His mom's up there behind the bench. Said, he's coming. That's great.
from East St. Louis, Cornelius LaFleur.
Cornelius LaFleur makes the first team from East St. Louis.
From Teutopolis, Clint Weber.
Clint Weber from Teutopolis.
And from Teutopolis, Dawson Smith.
And Dawson Smith from Teutopolis. Now we'll name the MVP.
And now the 2019 MVP for the Salem Invitational Tournament from East St. Louis, Terrence Hargrove Jr.
Terrence Hargrove Jr. gets the MVP. How about that from East St. Louis? What a defensive terror he was for all tournament long. Made it impossible to go inside, basically. Terrence Hargrove Jr., the MVP from East St. Louis. So there you have it. Let's go over the East St. Louis scoring. I don't think I'd gotten it yet, right? Well, I'll go back over T-Town since I was just in the middle and I got interrupted. Dawson Smith finished with 19, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 18 for Clint Weber, as he was 2 for 2 from the line. 5 points for Luke Ungren. He had a 3 and a deuce. 2 points for Evan Wormert, and 2 points for Mitch Hardick. He was 0 for 2 from the line. As the Shoes went 4 for 7 in the game from the free throw line. For the East St. Louis Flyers, they were led tonight by Richard Robinson. He finished with 15 points. He was 1 for 2 from the line. 11 for Terrence Hargrove, 3 out of 4 from the line. 9 for Travion Jones, all in the first half. He had a 3 and 3 deuces. 8 for Elijah Rice. He was 4 for 4 from the line. 7 for Cornelius LaFleur, including big free throws late in that ball game, as he had a 3-pointer as well. 6 points for Jashawn Anderson, 2 for 2 from the line. And 3 points for Armand Williams, for Jabril Oliveira, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Altogether from the line, the Flyers were 14 for 19. They had quarters of 10, 17, 12, and 20. And they knock off T-Town to win this tournament. Congratulations to all the players as they're getting their pictures taken out on the court, as the most of the MVPs and first and second teams were able to stick around. So congratulations to them. Thanks to everybody, and thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing you the Salem Invitational Tournament all weekend and week long. We certainly do appreciate those. We're glad you fans were watching. Thank you so much to all the fans on cable and YouTube for watching. For Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's final scores in the consolation matchup. Salem defeated Mount Vernon 61-52, and in the championship game, it was the East St. Louis Flyers over Teutopolis 59-46. So long from the Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament.